Right, hello everyone. So today we are talking about Pamela Genini, a 29-year-old Italian model and entrepreneur whose life was brutally taken by her ex-boyfriend in October of 2025. Pamela grew up in a small village called Stroza in northern Italy. From age 8, her mum was taking pro pictures of her. That modelling spark was already there. She officially started modelling at 16, and at 18 she moved to Milan and she built a great life for herself there. She co-founded EP She Lux, a luxury swimwear brand that she co-founded with her best friend Eliza. They created these beautiful made in Italy pieces inspired by the sea. She also worked in luxury real estate, helping clients with beachfront spots. And at 19, she did a naked dating show called Le Isola di Adamo ed Eva. Apologies for butchering that. She was always very bold and unapologetic. Her friends said she was always someone very cheerful, very spontaneous and full of energy. She obviously loved fashion. She also loved travelling and hitting the red carpets like Venice Film Festival. She had big dreams and she was living them. In 2024, she would meet Gianluca Sonkin, a 52-year-old separated businessman. Flashy cars, big age gap. And what started as intense quickly became controlling. Even her ex, Francesco, warned that it looked bad from day one. Invasive, violent, and isolating her from everyone. Over the next year, there would be a lot of abuse. Beatings, punches, kicks, ripped clothes, strangling attempts, a gun to her stomach, and even threatening her and her mum. One time in Elba, he threatened her with broken glass and tried throwing her off the balcony. Another time she ended up in hospital with broken fingers. She tried leaving multiple times, even escaping to Sardinia once. But he'd stalk her, even making secret copies of her keys, and kept saying that he would kill her if she didn't come back. And that's one of the scary things about these situations, is when the woman tries to leave, that is often the most dangerous time. Then on October 14th, 2025, Pamela would end the relationship for good. Around 10 p.m, in her Milan apartment, Gianluca let himself in with his copied keys. She was able to get onto her phone and desperately call for help, but he dragged her onto the terrace and stabbed her over and over, more than 30 times, in her neck, her chest, her back, her arms, everywhere. And she fought hard. Defensive wounds were also everywhere. The police got there fast when neighbours had called for help after hearing screams, but it was too late. Pamela was dead. He then turned the knife on himself, stabbing himself twice in the neck, trying to end it. But he survived. He was arrested in hospital and now faces charges for aggravated murder, stalking, premeditation, cruelty, and femicide. But it doesn't end there. Even after death, Pamela didn't get peace. In March of 2026, workers in the Stroza cemetery were moving her coffin when they realised something was wrong. Her coffin had been opened. Her head was decapitated and missing. As of right now, the investigation into that desecration is still ongoing. And it's after everything she went through, all the abuse, and then to be murdered, to then have her head stolen, it's heartbreaking and absolutely infuriating. Like many of the cases I cover, Pamela's story isn't rare. It's part of a deadly pattern, especially in Italy. There's a feminist activist group in Italy called Non Una di Meno, They tracked these cases, and there were 116 cases of femicide in 2024. That's their count of women killed specifically because of their gender, often by partners or ex-partners. Italy's National Statistics Agency put the number of gender-based homicides at 106 out of 116 total murders of women that year. So nearly every woman killed was a femicide. And in 2025, Pamela was the 72nd victim by mid-October, with more being added after her. Most of these killings, over 90%, are carried out by current or former intimate partners. Exactly what happened to Pamela. They're not random, they're not crimes of passion. It's about power, it's about possession. Abusers start with the love bombing, then isolate you from your friends and family. They monitor your every move and escalate with threats and violence. When she finally leaves, or tries to, that's when the danger peaks. Studies and patterns show that the leaving phase is the most lethal time. Reports get downplayed, protection orders take too long, and many women hope it will just get better, or they fear the retaliation. And we see the same red flags over and over again. Big age gaps with much older, controlling men, the jealousy that turns toxic, unreported abuse, and a system that takes way too long to react. So the non una di meno and groups like them have been sounding the alarm for years, pushing for better prevention, education, and faster help. Just last November, Italy passed a law making femicide a standalone crime with life in prison. A huge step. But unfortunately, it won't stop the killings without real change, especially in how we support women trying to escape. No woman should have to die just for wanting to be free and out of an abusive relationship. This happens far too often, and society still tolerates that sense of entitlement from these men. If you're in something like this, or you know someone in a relationship like this, please seek help. Do what you can, and I will put resources in the description. Please reach out. In Italy specifically, you can call 1522 and it's 24/7. Elsewhere, check local hotlines and shelters. You are not alone and you deserve safety. Pamela was building her brand, living a wonderful life, surrounded by friends and family. She didn't deserve this. None of these women do. Her story really shows how we need to keep talking and demand better. Faster help, real accountability for once. Like if you want, subscribe if you want, comment your thoughts below, and share this video. That's the important bit, is getting Pamela's name out there, getting all these women's names out there. Let's not forget her name, Pamela Genini. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Ta-da!